In a world of glitz and glam, flashing lights and screaming fans, most people are unaware of the war that rages behind the scenes. And that war includes your favorite artist and your favorite songs. This is The Dark Side of Songwriting. Hosted by Nayim Edwards.
Welcome to The Dark Side of Songwriting. My name is Nayim Edwards and I am your host. We are back with part 2 of Demi Lovato's War on Drugs. So I don't feel the need to recap the childhood part. Let's talk about how she said she wasn't ready to be sober. She was sneaking drugs on planes. She was going into the bathroom doing drugs. She was basically out here by herself on her own. Nobody knew that she was still fucked up after getting into rehab. But I guess we need to rewind and talk about how at the end of being 18 years old, probably 19 years old, she checked herself into a rehab because she was battling with her alcoholism, but it ramped up. You know, not rehab. I mean, it is rehabilitation, but they call them sober living facilities. And that's basically where you live with people who are going to hold you accountable. It's like a regular house, but those people take on the responsibility of helping you get clean, and you'll have other people in the house with you to hold you accountable or whatever. You know, they have this thing where they say, well, you know what, never mind, that's for STDs. Because I was going to say clean, but I have to use the language that you understand, because, you know, they have this whole stigma about the word clean. And what they say about the word clean is it implies that you are dirty or something if you have an STD, and they want to move away from speaking like that, but that's not what this is about. She's in the sober living facility. She had been clean for 5 years. But of course she had a relapse because she said she wasn't ready to be clean. Now, what was she doing? Alcohol, coke, heroin, literally right after she left the rehab. This ain't really necessarily about the drugs she was doing. The reason I even wanted to cover her is because I was driving down the street the other day and I remembered that there was this joke I seen made. And the joke was, it's hotter than a spoon in Demi Lovato house. And I'm gonna be real, like back then, because I didn't know shit about her. This was years and years and years and years ago. I didn't know shit about her. So I thought that shit was funny. But I realized, like, hold up. That shit is not funny at all. Like, hold the fuck up. And this is what made me want to talk about how, as an artist, you got to understand that people don't give a fuck about you. Like, the people who love you. But in general, people don't give a fuck about you as an artist. You know, here you are. You was doing good. And you would think, just thinking 5 years being sober, that it's been 5 years since I had a drink, 5 years since I hit the bag, 5 years since a needle been hanging on my arm. Damn, I got this for a lifetime. Just to walk out the door and have a slip like that, and people say it's hotter than a spoon in your house. You would think that people would be cheering for you and be proud of you. That's not the case. Nobody cares. Like, your pain is a joke. Your pain in your life is strictly entertainment, and it's because they didn't have to be on the Disney set when you was getting raped. They didn't have to be there watching you cry, feeling your pain right beside you, or even, like, I can't even say in the crowd, because anything they look at as anything being presented to you as entertainment, you don't feel it. You don't have to feel it if you don't have to be there. Nobody was there when the Disney folks told you, well, keep that shit to yourself, because that's going to ruin the image and the reputation of our corporation. They didn't have to be there when you was in the bathroom saying, oh shit, I really got to, you faking it. Oh my God, I got to shit. Just to go to the bathroom, pull your bag out your ass crack, and you got the smell of shit mixed with your dope, and you're getting high in the bathroom so nobody knows, and you probably was so good at getting high that nobody would even know that you was fucking high, or people, by the time they found out you was high, it was too fucking late. Like, who the fuck knew? But the thing is, if she was sneaking around getting high, you were so good at being high, nobody knew. You know, they didn't have to be there when you were strung out on heroin or you woke up dope sick. They didn't have to be there for that. So they look at this shit as it's entertaining. This is fun. It's just, as soon as you die, it's on to the next bitch who we don't have to see. We don't have to be around. We don't have to be around her day to day. All you ever hear about is this bitch getting high. The music is still good, but you can't even do the music because you so fucked up and you so high. They don't have to be around it for that. And that will take a toll on you, as well as feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like you're incompetent, feeling like nothing's working. You can't do what you love because you love getting high. You know, like, that had to have taken a toll, and it absolutely took a toll on her. It absolutely beat her down. It absolutely pummeled her into the dirt. And we're going to get into teams and accountability and stuff. This one, I think I'm about to just end it because I got so many different breakdowns, but we need to come into this understanding that this is why if you see an artist and they really just kind of blow you off or they whatever, because they are just like us, regular people. You know, like when we talk about megastars, this is a megastar. She's just like regular people, but as a star, you're not looked at as a regular person. You're not looked at as somebody who they could walk into the grocery store and see. You know, you're not going to be looked at as somebody like that. You're going to be looked at as an alien, as somebody that, oh my God, like, they never think they're going to see you. They never think they're going to run into you. A lot of these musicians, they're regular. Like, if you go to like Demi Lovato's Instagram or whatever, like, she don't even run that page. She got a secret Instagram with a cartoon character as an Abby, living a regular life so she can talk about regular shit, because you are held to a higher standard. And people think that once you become successful, you're not supposed to have flaws. You're not supposed to battle addiction. You're not supposed to go through the same shit that they go through. The only difference is you got more resources to maybe be able to come out on the other side. The problem is most people die in the entertainment business from their drug problem or they pummel their career to the point where it can't be saved because they have to sneak around like she was sneaking around because this is business. Or they sneaking around and nobody know, and then they wake up and that's the last day that they're going to wake up. They're about to take their permanent sleep because everybody's treating you like you are bigger than what life is itself. You know, and that's a problem in the entertainment business, but also you wouldn't be a star if you was a regular person. You wouldn't have got to that height and that magnitude if people thought you were just Joe Schmo from, you know, if you was, I don't even know, if you was just Demi Lovato, the girl who worked at Family Dollar, nobody would fucking give a fuck about you. Nobody would cry when they saw you. Nobody would stop what they're doing and love you or no shit like that. Nobody would buy your fucking whatever the fuck you was selling. You Demi Lovato from Family Dollar, nigga. You know, like, that's why you see these people sneaking around and doing all this shit, or they have these problems and you wonder this shit come out of nowhere. It's because it's a different type of humanity. Because nobody will see you as human. Or people will say, this is my favorite one, oh, she got money, what's she complaining about? She a millionaire, why she kill herself? You know, shit like that. And Demi Lovato's not dead. I'm just saying, like, they'll see somebody like Kate Spade. If you don't know who Kate Spade is, she's that designer who committed suicide. They'll see somebody like Kate Spade and think because all of their problems are financial, all of their issues are money based, or the majority of their problems could be solved. Oh man, if I just had an extra $10 a week, I will be good. You know, their mind is so macro. Their mind is so micro that the more money, the more problems you are gonna have. That is true. But like their problems, they don't have those kind of problems because they've never been that kind of person. If they had a job that paid $10 more an hour than what they got now, you would think they were the middle class or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how small their problems are compared to. That's why they'll look at you and say, "Oh, she got $1 million. She a millionaire. Why she? How the fuck? If I had $1 million, I'd never smoke crack." You smoke crack and make $20,000 a year. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much that goes into it, and they feel like money fixes everything. It only actually magnifies whatever fucking issues you have. And this is what we saw with Demi. But I really like how she came out and she took that accountability and said, I don't want to be sober. I'm not ready to be fucking sober. I'm going back to the fucking block and I'm about to go. I need a bag now. Fuck that shit. You know, I got another artist we're going to talk about right after her, but I ain't going to reveal that because I still got to go. I'm still going through her music. But come back tomorrow for part 3. And then we'll have the grand finale after part 3. My name is Nayim. This is the Darkside of Songwriting. I will holler at you.